Looking good.
Hey, welcome back to episode number 62 of the Disney News Podcast. I'm struggling trying to take something off my neck because I was choking myself / hanging myself. Taylor, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing, Abbott?
I'm hanging in there. We are covering every topic, and apparently we've already recorded enough for at least 10 podcast episodes, and that was high quality, the conversation we had ahead of time. But we are not going to divulge in that because we have way too much information to get into, way too much news, updates, and everything. And the first update we're going to jump into is my newest prized possession. Look at this thing. It is the infamous, the limited edition popcorn bucket from Pixar Fest in Disneyland. It is the Pizza Planet popcorn bucket. It still has the plastic on the alien that's driving. He's holding a pizza. He's in the driver's seat. Can you see him right there? The shiny plastic kind of reflecting back at you.
Yeah, yes, I can.
Like a diamond. Like a diamond. It's beautiful. I mean, the detail in this. Look at the back of it. Yo. It lights up. The Pizza Planet little lamp above it when they're delivering pizza lights up. The door, okay, I don't want to break it, but it's got all these like
Holy smokes
dips in it.
The claws coming to try to get the aliens.
Please don't do that. Stop. That's not funny. I would never want to part ways with this. Patent pending. This is terrible. This is probably the worst it's been so far. This is not high quality, but that's okay. You have upgraded your audio situation because
we have more listeners, and I was told that I needed to upgrade my listening or my microphone.
Well, I was listening. I was kind of going back. I always like to revisit past episodes. I can't listen to an entire episode because I don't want to be that guy.
And you don't have the next to stand for it.
I never have, never will. Just ask your mom. But regardless, we have new listeners. The latest country that's gotten on board, that's been downloading and actually subscribing to the podcast is Mexico. But we have mentioned that before. We have, yes, Viva la Mexico. And I wish we would have acknowledged Cinco de Mayo, but that's already come and gone. But in actuality, the last time we recorded was May 23rd. In May, so yeah, tell me about it. But honorary, thank you, Mexico, for tuning in. But also, we have a brand new state. A brand new state that actually has some new listeners. I don't know what's happening. Yes, perfect. Okay.
This is my daughter's new favorite song. She calls it Donald and the Birds.
Donald and the Birds. I'm just trying to get one thing.
Just like
I love your daughter.
Her father, she cannot pronounce caballeros.
Caballeros. Tres caballeros. ¿Cómo se dice? Caballeja. No. Caballeja. Beer bong for the lady. No. What we have is a new state. And their claim to fame, they're in the Northeast. Can you figure this out? They are in the Northeast. We already have Delaware. We already have Connecticut. We already have Vermont, New Hampshire. We have Maine. We have Massachusetts. We have New York. We have Pennsylvania. We have New Jersey. What am I missing? Rhode Island. Yes, Plymouth coming in strong. That's right. Quahog coming in strong. Yes. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Exciting. Land of the clams. Something you would know nothing about. But getting back into it, okay?
Yes.
Right? What in the world is happening in the parks? A bombshell dropped today, something huge, and you had the inside knowledge.
Yes.
You told me all about it.
They're getting rid of Genie Plus. They're upgrading it to a multi-lane lightning lane or a single lane lightning lane, pretty much. That's the gist of it.
Okay, is it like an a la carte kind of thing? Like the day of, you get to pick something?
I will. The only thing I can divulge, because I have some insider info and not really allowed to say much, but
sure.
It looks like you'll be able to book in advance, 7 days in advance, up to 3 lightning lane attractions, and once you use those, at least once you use one of those attractions, you can start.
You don't have to wait. You can book the lightning lane as soon as you fleeting, as soon as check into the ride.
Yeah.
Talk about attention span. But as soon as you check into the ride, you can start booking your next lightning lane. But it's not. But it's going to be at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours later. Right.
Yes. Yes.
And it was already broken. It was DOA, dead on arrival to begin with, a broken system.
They need to go back to the. No offense, they need to go back to the fast pass. They
Absolutely.
Really did.
Now, if you will refresh my memory in regards to the fast pass.
Yes.
How did that work in the past? Was it an extra cost? Was it included with how many did you get with your park ticket?
I think it was the most that we ever got was about 4 or 5 in a day.
Okay.
You went, you got a little piece of paper, you gave it to the person, and or you didn't give it to the person, you showed it to the person, you kept it.
Oh, you kept it?
I think you kept it. I mean, I kept a lot of mine. Probably because we didn't use them, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, some value there. Some definite value there.
Yeah.
Kind of like the plushes from the Dino Institute or the Chester and Hester carnival games that y'all dominated as a power couple.
Yeah.
At Walt Disney World.
We will. So surprise. My mom is not listening to this, but we are surprising my mother for her birthday coming up for a long weekend trip to Disney World. And the Disney dudes are going to be reunited. Abbott is going.
Yes.
And we are going to hit the parks together and
hit it hard, fast and loose. There really is no agenda.
There's none.
I booked 2 reservations because there are 2 things that I miss dearly, right? And it's been way too long, way overdue for these 2 things. I have a reservation that Friday, the 18th. Is it the 18th? Yeah.
Yeah.
At Skipper Canteen.
Yep.
And yet again, anything can change. I just want to go in there, maybe eat an appetizer, and pound at least 7 or 8 kungalushes. Okay.
Okay.
If I pass out, I pass out. That's fine.
Yeah.
I pass out, the most magical place on earth. But no, in the next day on Saturday, we have another Hall of Famer, another guest, another best friend. Marco, once upon a veteran, he rearranged his whole September trip. He said, I'm actually saving money booking my trip. And he booked his trip. He books every trip with Molly. He books every trip, or he has with Molly. And she was able to help him save money. And he actually rebooked a trip in September. And you would imagine that you may save money by booking it further out. No, she was able to wine, dine, find a deal, and she saved him money on his stay this time around. And he'll be hanging out with us as well.
Yeah.
But you wanted to say something.
I was just going to say, we talking about booking with Molly. It's been in the works for a while. Molly now works for me. She is one of my employees at my chiropractic practice.
You did one thing about her. You did mention that your toilet seats have never been cleaner.
She does not clean the toilets.
She doesn't. I thought she cleaned.
No, she does not clean the toilets.
Oh,
she
my bad.
Is our marketing and community relations liaison, community outreach liaison.
If she ever hears this, please. I was just kidding. Just kidding. For the record, Molly's so sweet. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
So we have been talking ever since she started about. She's helped book stuff for us. VIP tours.
Yep.
Anything and everything, pretty much. So
she booked our cruise.
Yeah.
Coming up on the Disney Treasure in December. So yeah.
Yeah. So we have we talked and got my mom talking, and the 3 of us started brainstorming a way that we can use our love for Disney to possibly as a side hustle almost. And so we actually are not right now, but we already have. We had one more person join us as a co-owner, and we have joined forces, and we have a travel agency now.
That's incredible. Do you have a name? Do you have a name for it?
We do, and I'm going to show it.
Okay.
It is called Imagination Vacations Travel Company. That's the alternate logo. Disney did not approve that logo because it looks too much like the castle. It does a little bit, but we did not copyright the castle in any means necessary or anything. That logo was made by Kristen, one of the other co-owners. But we have a new logo. We are hoping to hire the first round of agents here soon. I'm going to be one in my spare time that I'm not doing something else.
You mean doing everything?
Yeah, pretty much doing everything. And then breaking news, the man that I'm talking to right now across the screen from me has also been tapped to be a travel agent on the side.
Yes, I never imagined doing this, but it was too good to be true the way that I thought about it. And I just said, because you kind of threw some hey, you got any good names for me? We're brainstorming. This is what we're thinking about. And I just hearing about the prospect of it was exciting. And if I can help, even if there isn't a monetary aspect to it, that's just a bonus. But my love of Disney and my love of the parks.
Yeah.
And, being good friends and knowing Molly and your mom, especially your mom, love your mom. I just wanted to help. I wanted to be involved in some way.
But there will be a monetary because
exactly
commission. And
it's a win-win. It's a win-win. And I talked to my wife Emily. She said, "You have nothing to lose.
Yeah,
you're basically going to be booking, making magic with friends and family.
Yeah,
and so that's the way to do it.
Yeah, so we'll be able to book cruises, Disney cruises, Royal Caribbean, any type of cruise line you want. We'll be able to book those. We'll be able to book Disney, obviously Disney World, Disneyland. We'll be able to do Universal, SeaWorld, anything and everything. Sandals, any type of Caribbean beach resort that you want.
Even all inclusive. Because when you say sandals, I think Michael Scott in The Office when he took Jan. To sandals in Jamaica, and he came back with that one little braid. And that steel drum and annoy the crap out of everybody. Kind of like how I annoy you. So yes, I am you're my Dwight. I'm your Michael Scott. So you're not Jim.
Thanks.
You're not Jim. You're Dwight.
I feel like I'm Jim, but whatever.
We all identify.
But needless to say, it's going to be fun.
Cool.
The cool thing is we will get to experience Disney through everybody that we help as well. So we'll get a pretty much a 360 view of Disney through our eyes, through our children's eyes, through the people that we help's eyes, through their children's eyes. And we'll be able to help more people spread the word, spread the love about Disney, other parks, other avenues as well. So I'm very excited for this. It's upcoming. We're looking to hire the first round of agents here in the next, give or take, 2 months. So yeah, and we're gonna, once we hire those agents, we're not gonna be, oh, let's make money. That's nice and everything, but it's gonna be a family aspect. We're planning trips to go to the parks. We'll plan trips to go once a year. There will be a kind of a meet up at Disney World.
Nice.
And so we'll be spotting some of that for our agents.
Nice.
So yeah, magic makers, as what Molly and Kristen.
Magic makers.
Yeah,
I like it.
So yeah, so I'm excited. I've been tasked with. I wanted to be a silent partner, but I've been tasked with doing a lot of the branding and the not the marketing, but the merchandising. So
gotcha.
So
nice.
We will have these on these very soon for sale and to give out to our agents. So if anybody is looking or listening that wants to possibly join us as an agent, please go to our Instagram at Imagination Vacations Travel Co. I messed that up already. And so, yeah, I'm just excited to join the podcast and the travel company together. I think the sky's the limit for that. So
absolutely. Well, friend, that's a bombshell. That's big news. I mean, we're talking about the genie. He's out. Adios, vamos, out of here. Right? Exit stage left. Sorry, Magic Carpet. Sorry, Iago. Sorry, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Out with the old, in with the new. But I think it's still kind of a regurgitated version of what used to be. But it's going to be, but you said multi-layered. It's going to give many options at different price points, right?
It is.
So
it
that's
is.
exciting.
From what I can tell, it's going to be different price points, but
yeah,
I think it's going to be 2 price points.
Yeah. But it's going to be less complicated, right? It's going to be a whole. To me, that's the way I think.
You would think so, but it's Disney.
I'm assuming.
You would think it's, but it's Disney. Let's
given their track record lately. But regardless, there is other news. It's not as big as the news that dropped, because I actually saw this news before them, forewarning us of doing away with Genie Plus. They completely, and this hit me hard. This hit me really deep, because I was a huge fan of this one menu item with this one ingredient included with it. They took away my bubble waffles with the Nutella and the fruit.
The what?
Sleepy Hollow treats. Completely revamped their menu. They did away with the chicken and waffles, bubble waffle thing. They did away with everything. They modified the whole thing.
Why?
Exactly. I don't know. This all-day menu, they now feature Mickey waffles with completely different toppings. There's no chicken and waffles, no spicy chicken. It's only Mickey waffle with berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream, right? Mickey waffle with chocolate hazelnut spread. Okay, they still have that, but it's on a Mickey waffle.
Yeah,
that's a bubble waffle. I like that you can walk. That's like a walking taco, right?
Yeah,
you can walk and eat that. It's mobile, and there's really no space to eat around that spot. You got a good decent view of the castle, and kind of adjacent to the ye old Christmas shop. But regardless, they have like a new funnel cake, and then they have the standard fare of just a hand dipped corn dog. It's called Casey's Corner, and then you can get a Mickey waffle, right? Yeah. And they completely nixed everything that was creative about that, great about that. Because it makes me think next thing they're going to do, they're going to get rid of the spring roll cart, and that would be blasphemy. That's not going to happen. That better not happen. That's not going to happen. I'm not trying to put that out there.
I bet you it does.
I'm not a betting man. I'm not about to bet on that because I don't want to put it out there, but it's too late. But regardless, my man, the topic tonight, we kind of mulled about this, and the original topic, and we're not going to mention it. We can touch on it only if you want to. I just wasn't comfortable with it. I don't want to divide people. I don't want to be divisive. I don't want to be polarizing. I don't want to be controversial. I just want it to,
especially not since we haven't filmed since last month.
Exactly. We go hard. We got some street cred, not even close.
Yeah.
But I think the topic tonight, it's not a safe one. It's a
good one to get back into the routine.
Exactly. It's a very good one to get back in the routine. And this one is actually, I think, going to divide you and me. You and I, we kind of somewhat see eye to eye, but I think our top 10, we're going to break this up between 2 episodes. And I guarantee I will be able to expedite the process because I have my list in front of me. I'm ready to go. I've made some edits ahead of time, but I do have some this ride / that ride.
Yeah.
And they're not, but they have something in common. Okay. So there's a common theme throughout the entire thing. But what is our topic / theme for the night, Taylor?
The best smells Disney World edition.
Absolutely. What are the top 10, yet again subjective, your top 10, my top 10 best smells at Walt Disney World?
Yeah.
There's a reputation for that. We can always, we've mentioned it before, different rides that have different things, but we've never taken that little bit of a deep dive. We've kind of dipped our toe in the water.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to deep dive.
Yep.
Because I'm not just going to say it's going to be rides.
Sure. Oh, absolutely not.
No.
How could you do that?
It can't be just rides. It's got to be something else. Because if it's not, it's got to be something else.
Okay.
And I'm gonna group one thing all together, and that's gonna be my number one thing. So I'm just gonna we'll warn you.
No, you're good. My number one, I've got to reverse. I'll have to reverse the 2. I did make edits in my head, and I just reminded myself of what they are, and I forgot to finish my edits, but that's fine. But I'm ready to jump right in.
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start with my number 10.
Yeah.
You ready? My number 10, top smells of Walt Disney World. It is a tie between It's Tough to Be a Bug. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's Tough to Be a Bug / Journey into Imagination.
Okay.
So It is not my favorite, but it's one of the most memorable.
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Yes.
Why is that? Why do you think I picked that? It's top 10, but why did I pick that / Tough to Be a Bug, Journey to Imagination?
I don't know. I mean, because you introduced Journey to Imagination to me. I know that.
When was the last time you wrote It's Tough to Be a Bug or experienced that show?
It's probably been 10 years.
Okay. Well,
I don't like that. I don't care for it at all.
It is one of my favorite 4D theater experiences of all time. I love. We're not going to get into the fetish aspect of it, but it explains everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing a popcorn bucket around my neck, acting like I'm wearing like a Flavor Flav like clock, picking on the man. But It's Tough to Be a Bug and Journey to Imagination have that one thing in common: the smell, smell of methane, that skunk smell. Because imagine it. You do a better Figment than I do, and a better whatever. Yeah. But it's when they pull the lever, right? And this. Oh God, you're still going.
Go ahead.
No.
Figment skunk comes up.
Yes. That is that. I mean, and believe me, it was not hard to do this one, but there's a stink bug that actually unleashes gas, and it actually is pretty unpleasant. Like people are like they're gagging. It's actually worse. The smell at It's Tough to Be a Bug is worse than the smell at Journey to Imagination. And do you know how they make the smell in Journey to Imagination? Do you know what that actually is? Coffee grinds. They are coffee grinds that they use. It is the smell of old coffee grinds. And they actually use leftover coffee grinds because they recycle everything, hence the paper straw dilemma at Walt Disney World, right? I mean, they make their own daggone lettuce for the garden grill, right?
Yeah.
Get out of here. So, Journey to Imagination, Figment becomes a skunk and blasts riders with that odor. But it's actually, old, wet coffee grind. So that's my number 10. What you got?
Ready?
Yep.
My number 10? Journey into Imagination.
I knew it. Yes. You can take both.
No, I don't know. I'm
okay.
Journey into Imagination because, honest to goodness, as you said, it's the smell.
Yeah.
It's one of my daughter's favorite songs as well.
Oh God.
I mean, so that's great. I'm going to a different one of the senses, but when we get to the smell of the skunk, she despises it, and it's a memory.
Absolutely. And I was going to ask you, I thought about what's a good segue into smells, and you don't have to. Our audience knows the smells. They know they have a top 100, I guarantee, right? Yeah. Our audience knows a whole lot more about Disney World than we do, especially the ones in Florida near the parks.
Yeah.
But regardless, what is, your olfactory? What is smell associated with? Memory. When you have a certain smell, you're not thinking about it. When that smell hits you, it instantly takes you back. It takes you back to that point in time of when you first experienced it.
The way we're talking right now is taking me back to neuroanatomy, and I'm trying to get it out of my head. So yeah.
No, stop. Don't do that. Why torture this self-deprecating behavior? Yeah. It's called therapy. Yeah. Anyway, my number 9. You ready?
Yeah.
This one it's right next to Sleepy Hollow, and I already mentioned it before. It is the Ye Old Christmas Shop. It is the Ye Old Christmas Shop. You walk in there because you walk by. Yeah. They have the sleigh right next to it, and it's a great spot to have when the cavalcades come through. It's a great spot to be, and also it's a great spot when it's really hot. Great air conditioning. Great spot when it's raining. Can't tell you the number of times I've got caught in the rain and had to go into Ye Old Christmas Shop.
Yeah.
But as soon as you walk in there, not only at the main door, the far right entrance, it shows you the countdown to Christmas. And it's not just like a little LCD screen, whatever.
Right.
That's cheap. It's the little blocks. They change it every morning. Mm-hmm. You love that. It's the little things, the little details. But as soon as you walk in, what do you smell?
It's been a long time since I've gone in. But that's a fantastic pick. I'll tell you that because I used to go into it all the time when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like pine cones and cinnamon.
Yep.
And I can smell it right now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's the pine, the coriander, the cinnamon. It's not potpourri.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. It's potpourri, but with a pine scent.
Yes.
But it's not cheap potpourri.
No, it's not Kirkland's brand.
I get. You know what? The oils that or whatever they pump into there. I guarantee the same company that makes it for Disney makes it for Costco.
Yeah,
more than likely. And the same provider for like those cheap footlong hot dogs, the markup at Disney. It's the same. It's the same link.
Yeah.
It's the same meat. It's the same mystery meat. But regardless, ye old Christmas shop, right? Because that place, no matter what kind of day I'm having, it takes me back to one of my most favorite time, if not my most favorite time of year. I love Christmas growing up. Who doesn't? But as a father, I love Christmas.
Yeah.
I love Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's my number 9. What you got?
My number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Spaceship Earth.
Okay.
The burning of Pompeii.
Very true.
Not Pompeii, but Rome. The burning of Rome.
Rome. Or is it the burning? Well, any burning.
Yes.
In Epcot, because when they burned the library in Alexandria. Yeah, in Rome, Alexandria. And they get into that's where the Phoenicians saved all the records. And
it smells. Thank
the Phoenicians.
I'll tell you right now, I love going through that aspect. Mm-hmm. That burning,
Absolutely.
like that. It makes my nostrils open, and it's like, and now I can go on with the rest of the ride.
Well, to me, it's 100% Disney.
Have you ever been stuck there?
I have been stuck there multiple times, especially the past 3 years.
Yes.
It happens like every other time that we ride.
Yes.
And I try not to look. And it's always like that separation of the neck and the shirt. And you can see that gap. You can see sometimes some of the skin casing, the material of the skin is starting to kind of crack on some of the animatronics, and some of them need some TLC, especially in Rome. You do kind of see it, and I can't unsee that. And I've taken a couple of pictures and kind of zoomed in a little bit just for posterity, not to put on the podcast or advertise, because I don't want to be divisive, but it's one little thing. That ride could use some updating, but I don't want them to.
I don't want them to get rid of Rome.
I don't want them to get rid of the smell.
Yeah.
I don't want that to go anywhere.
Smell.
So that's that.
All right. You're 8.
My number 8. I did have a couple of talking points on this one, but I'm just going to jump right in. My number 8 is actually Soarin'. Okay? Soarin'. Mm-hmm. And I learned something. Hold on. Because it was between PhilharMagic and Soarin'. Okay? The apple pie. Yeah. But no, Soarin'.
I've never smelt PhilharMagic. Never smelt it.
Whoever smelt it dealt it. We just went to it this past time back in the fall when we all overlapped that one day as a family. Yeah. There is and it's very distinct. They pump out some major smells. It's not on the scale that Soarin' is, but that's why I didn't include PhilharMagic. It was a consideration. It's not an honorable mention. It's a good smell, but it's the only one that you can pick up somewhat. It's not subtle, but it's the only one that you can actually kind of pick up during the ride or the show. But no, Soarin', especially when you're flying over the Taj Mahal. You get smells of lavender, citrus, a little bit of orange, like that. In flying over Africa, you get that grass smell, right? You get the smell of grass. That one, and you get the feel of the breeze, and it's all the experiences, right? It's pretty much every single sense, Yep. But at the same time, Soarin' number 8. What you got?
I'm gonna go with the Kilimanjaro Safari.
Okay, I never really. That's a good one. That's a smell at Disney. It's more of a natural smell, not a synthetic, not a one that's pumped into the whatever experience.
Yes, it's a natural smell,
but it's part of the experience. Okay,
it's part of the experience. And it's not that I want to smell dung or anything like that, but
you do.
You get a sense of Africa,
Mm-hmm.
like the smell of
Yep.
natural. That's
Mhm.
that's my number 8.
There you go. Well, not only is Animal Kingdom the largest theme park in the world, in the absolute entire world, the actual safari itself, the actual nature preserve, protected area, is larger than Magic Kingdom. I don't know
Yeah.
if I assume you knew that, but that's just fun fact. All right, number 7. We're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot and we're gonna go into a tie. Okay. And these are 2 resorts. One I just stayed at, right, most recently. 2, one that is my mainstay. I love it. I can't, and I'm going back in December for one night only, one special night, people. Disney's Beach Club and Yacht Club. They're kind of one and the same but different. Same but different. Not just theming, but smells, but also Port Orleans French Quarter. It is a tie between those resorts. And this is a very biased, not a mainstream pick. Why? Because I freaking love these 2. I love Port Orleans more from a laid back aspect, but in regards to amenities, the pools, the restaurants, the bars, the proximity to the boardwalk, Epcot, International Entrance, Paris,
Are we
whatever.
going with like why you like them, or talking about smells still?
But when you return from the parks, Jake, you are presented with Cape May Cafe and the smell of just clean leather. It's almost like it's beachy but clean, and it's not like Cloroxy, but just it's hard to describe. It's not
Like
floral,
clean linens.
but a little bit of you almost get like a hint of salt, right? Actually being at the beach, like they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, and that smell was just. I mean, I felt like, and when I walked in there I had never been to it ever.
Yep.
Had nothing to compare to it. I'd never been to a deluxe resort. We walk in, and you see the guy dressed in the uniform and stuff, and he says, "Welcome home." I always enjoy that. I expect that, but when I got the smell after my long 8.5, 9-hour drive from South Carolina, and I'm tired, I'm famished, I'm ready to hit the pool, I'm ready to do whatever, get my vacation started. He says, "Welcome home," and I'm already getting that smell, and our room is already ready. I got everything. Every worry, every doubt, every concern, put that middle finger down, just melted away.
Yeah.
So in Port Orleans, I mean, beignets. Come on. As soon as you walk in, beignets.
Wait, I'm going to tell you right now. Wait until you go into the Riviera and stay at the Riviera with us.
The lobby, I look at a few people's top 10s in Riviera. The lobby of the Riviera was in now it varied, but it was always that fringe 6 to 3. It was top 5 average. So yes. Tell me a little more about that. I'm not trying to take away from your top 10.
I will get to it.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to foreshadow.
Next episode.
Might be. All right, what is your number 7?
Number 7 is, let me grab my list.
Okay.
The soaps at the resorts.
That's a good one. That's my honorable. I'm just going to say it now. Honorable mention. But for you, why?
I grew up taking them as soon as we got into the rooms.
Yep.
I would use as little as I could, but staying hygienic.
Yep.
And I would beg the maids to leave extra.
And I'm sure they would, right?
Yeah. And so I still have the old school Mickey Mouse like bars of soap, and the Mickey Mouse versions of them were far and beyond better than the ones they have now.
Yep.
But the ones they have now are not bad. But the ones that had like the Mickey Mouse ears that was the cap to the shampoo and stuff.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it smelled delicious. It was the best smelling stuff in the world.
And I didn't go to Disney enough as a child to have that experience. I remember certain smells and things about staying at the Polynesian. We stayed at the Polynesian 3 times growing up. but I will randomly, because we still have the small lotions, and it smells, it's that sea salt smell.
Yes.
I look forward to that shampoo or that body wash, and the fact they have it locked down, they have to. I would hoard the crap out of that. That would become my currency at home. I would murder for it. Like if the power grid goes out, I am going to work towards stockpiling that and ensuring I'm the king of the castle because I'm going to have all the sea salt body wash.
No, you're not.
Because you already have. I know someone. There's a cast member that I've befriended and invite him on a VIP tour, and he has the inside knowledge. Whatever. Yeah, it must be nice.
We're not talking about Bailey, all right?
I love Bailey. Have you talked to him? I know. Side note. Have you heard from him?
I haven't. I saw he's been golfing a lot. And I'm like,
we talked about it. He said he could get us. He's like, I can't get you much of a discount, but the one thing I can do, I can get you a great discount.
I haven't told him we're
golf. You need to.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Wouldn't have time for golf, but if he could just make an appearance, that would be the planets would align. Yeah.
I thought about maybe doing a VIP tour, but I'm like, I don't know if we can.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I've already got the park hopper, so that's my own version of a VIP.
Yeah,
so
that's a lot. All right, go ahead. Number 6.
Number 6. But so anything else about the lotions, because I know how much you love, especially lotion got you through high school. So
yes, I like to lather and keep my arms and legs not ashy. You're right.
Perfect.
You're right.
Perfect. Moisturize, name of the game. Good for you. And but no, my number 6. And who knew we were getting towards the end of the episode? Because I have to go into the obligatory off the wall, out of context diatribe. I'm joking. We've gotten better. But number 6.
You have. Yes.
Easy. Tender. My BBs, my double Bs are tender. Relax.
Gotcha.
Number 6. It is an all-in-one area / ride at Animal Kingdom. It smells like mesquite barbecue. Pandora / Flight of Passage. Who knew that a Martian flower could smell so incredible on Flight of Passage? Okay. I love Pandora. The first time that I finally got to experience going to that land about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I did not know there was going to be a smell. I assumed the experience would be neat. Holy crap. I was the only one out of the group of us. I was going, oh, hey, do you smell that? Oh man, that smells like a banshee. Do you think that's one of the avatars? That smells great. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Do you think everything's like lit up at night and it looks incredible? Like after hours? Man, I wish this park was open later. And that's still a hot topic. I really wish Animal Kingdom would open later. I get it, but still, come on, man.
That would be cool if it was.
Well, they do the Moonlight Madness for DVC.
Yeah.
They had one at Animal Kingdom this past spring. And it was open until 11 o'clock at night. They only had anything close to the nature preserve was shut down, right? But like you talk about expedition, anything in Asia, Discovery Island, wide open. Pandora, ride until your heart's content.
Yeah.
But no, Pandora / Flight of Passage is my number 6. Not just the experience, but that smell of mesquite barbecue, that distinct smell. And no matter, because you would imagine, well, actually, the higher the temperature and the higher the heat index or humidity, I would imagine that would actually enhance the smell. Yeah. That would exacerbate the impact of the said smell on the old nose there. So the schnoz. But yeah, that's my number 6. What you got?
My number 6, and we've overlapped a lot with your first episode ones. Are going to be a lot of my second episodes, just because of the way I feel. But
yeah,
my number 6 is a tie between Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion, like musty.
Yes.
And Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. Okay.
It brings. I have a lot of memories of going on the ride ET in Universal.
Yes. Love that ride. That's
And
it.
And it will. I hope to God it never gets redone.
Contractually, they can't. Have you seen the latest update to ET in that area?
No.
Do you keep up with Universal? I do keep a finger on
I saw there
Universal.
was an update, but they can't get rid of it.
No, contractually they cannot. Steven Spielberg, they will never get rid.
Hallelujah.
It'll be a cold day in hell when that happens.
Good, because that is
it's an incredible ride. It's amazing.
Well, I'll tell you, it's one of my favorite rides of all times because I used to ride it all the time with my grandma, and so it's a very sentimental ride.
She loved that one, and
she
Peter
loved
Pan's Flight.
Peter Pan. Yep. She loved both of them.
Anything else?
I mean, she loved Small World as well, but she loved E.T. and Peter Pan. E.T. She would ride it. We'd go over and over and over and over.
Cool.
That smell in E.T. is my favorite of all rides.
The fact that E.T. says your name at the end of the ride it just blows your mind. It's simple technology, I know, but
still,
it's space age. It blows your mind.
Yeah,
even at my age.
But Disney's version of the musty smell of E.T. is Pirates of the Caribbean and Haunted Mansion. That's my take on it. So it's a sentimental thing to me for those.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Nice. Well, that's a good, starting point. I think we're at a point. Then we're kind of warming up. We're kind of heating up, and I think it's a good spot to, kind of wrap it up here. A lot's been happening. We got quite a few big things coming up. We announced our trip back to Disney World in a few weeks. Like, what do we have? 3.5 weeks?
Yeah.
Give or take. But regardless, I'm good. You ready to jump into what's next? Because it'll be a couple of weeks until this next episode premieres. But, for Disney Dude Abbott and that guy that's texting people. Yeah, that's good. No Disney involved. We will catch you next time. Have a good time, people. Or
see ya.
No, he said that better than me. Okay, bye.